To fall to 21-4 with Jimmy and Steph in the lineup simultaneously, the Warriors lost to the Spurs. Also, for the second straight game, the Dubs were without Quentin Post and Gary Payton II. Stay tuned for more analysis in the outro, but here's some analysis on what went down. Jimmy exposed Bismack Biyombo off the bounce. Steph floated home an acrobatic lay. Draymond found Pods, who got a Kawhi roll. Draymond took it in around his old pal Harrison Barnes. Here, Draymond gapped Stephon Castle to force an eventual turnover from Biyombo. Steph got the switch onto Barnes, isolated, and stepped back. CP3 hit a patented midi for San Antonio. Pistol action sees Draymond find Hield for a contested triple. Jonathan Kuminga plays tremendous defense on this possession by forcing his man to give it up to Draymond's man in Biyombo. Curry got free for this three-pointer. Everybody gangsta until Draymond Green hits a triple. Watch this play develop as Looney gathers it in the pocket and lobs to Kuminga. Smooth. After stellar ball movement, Jimmy knocked down this open triple. This is some more great ball and player movement leading to JK being left open. To start the second quarter, Draymond closed out on Sandro Mamukelashvili. But off the inbound, Blake Wesley threw it off the back of Pods for the bucket. Pods drove to find Draymond, who hit a triple over CP3. Harrison Barnes hit an off-balance triple to beat the shot clock over Pods. CP3 pulled up over his old pal Draymond. Sandro Mamukelashvili hit a shot over Kuminga and the Spurs were up 7. Down 8, the Warriors locked up Stephon Castle before Steph found Moody for the triple. Steph took it inside for this drive plus the foul as Curry got a rare whistle. This was an elite closeout from Jimmy on Vassell. CP3 proceeded to kill his former team. Stephon Castle isolated Buddy Hield. Hield made up for it by hitting a triple. CP3 responded with a triple over Hield. Hield responded with a triple over Paul. Off a sloppy play from Draymond, Jimmy found the rock underneath. An excellent contest from Jimmy forces a Vassell miss right here as Butler met Devin directly at his release point. A fantastic cut from Moody leads to Butler hooking him up. Steph plays great D on CP3. Then the Warriors force the TO on Biyombo. Moody turned the corner to take it down the lane for a vicious hammer for the second straight game. Out of a Spurs timeout, Devin Vassell hit an extremely tough shot to take the lead. Here, Steph uses a pin down to perfection to get open. Moody shows his old teammate in CP3 his improved defense on this play. Then, Curry reached 300 threes on the season. Pods hit this incredible deceleration move, slow step, whatever you want to call it, for a second straight game. Steph got to the mid-range and stepped back over Mamukelashvili. Jimmy spun through with force to find Draymond. Boardman gets paid as Jimmy grabbed this massive rebound. And your superstar then came through with a timely hoop. Kevon found Buddy after Gee set a pin-in screen for him. Off an offensive rebound, Curry pump-faked around for another timely triple to give him 14 in the quarter. Jimmy drove to find a cutting Pods. JK cut to the rim to throw down this poster to extend it to 14. Jimmy drove to the hoop with force to draw the and one. Big time take. Keldon Johnson clapped back by grabbing his own miss and putting it back to force a Steve Kerr timeout. Harrison Barnes drained a wide open corner triple to cut it back to 1. Off an assist from Draymond, Jimmy drained his second triple. Jimmy then picked the passing lanes in timely fashion. Here, Looney switches onto Paul and the Warriors ultimately get the stop. Julian Champagnie drove to the hole to make it a 1-point game. In a 1-point game, Curry got downhill for the timely floater off the window. But ROI favorite Stephon Castle responded with a clutch 3. Jimmy settled things down by getting to the line. Off a massive O-board from Dre, Green found Curry for the reverse. But Sandro Mamukelashvili got an insane roll on this triple. Out of a Spurs timeout, the Warriors poked it away for a timely stop. From the post, Jimmy found Steph on the cut. Julian Champagnie was left open on a 3-on-2 fast break. Butler came through under pressure by getting to the foul line yet again. In a tie game in the clutch, Draymond shut down Keldon Johnson before a loose ball foul was called, giving the Dubs free throws. In a tie game with 32 seconds left, the Warriors turned it over off the inbound. Draymond left Keldon Johnson open underneath as he was ball watching. With 3.1 seconds left, Harrison Barnes hit a dagger over Stephen Curry to win the game. The Warriors trailed by 4 at half after dropping just 19 points in the second quarter, as the start from the Dubs wasn't great by any means, and that's something that can't repeat itself against the Blazers and Clippers. That said, how the Dubs handled their business to start the second half with their defense turning up to start the third frame, the Warriors seemed like they were on their way to an impressive performance. They struggled defensively to start the fourth quarter, but the offense wasn't great either, and the Spurs were able to take hold of the momentum of the game. The Warriors made horrible mistakes down the stretch, and with the loss, finishing in the play-in tournament becomes increasingly likely, unfortunately. That's unfortunate given you would have wanted a week off before the playoffs, so this was a tough blow for the Dubs. The Warriors finished minus 16 in the non-Steph minutes. Who do you place the blame on for this L? Steve Kerr for subpar rotations, the veterans for not closing it out, or something else? I really want to know your thoughts on this L down below. This was your boy DFlow, and I'll see you next video. Thank you so much for watching all the way through, as it means the world.